Hey y'all, it is Luca and welcome back to the channel. Today I bring you yet another EA house renovation. We are going to be fixing another ugly house in The Sims 4. The ugly house in question, it's called Park Shore. This home is right next door to the Goth's house, which I actually renovated this home myself a long time ago and was the inspiration for this series actually. Do let me know if you would like for me to do another renovation of this house in the comments. But yeah, this home is a lovely little home here in Willow Creek in this kind of nicer neighborhood here. And if you would take a peek with me, first floor is, it's not bad. Like this house really isn't bad. It's just, it needs an uplift. It needs a renovation. That's really all. It's got a good base downstairs, at least. The downstairs is okay, to say the least. Upstairs, it's not the worst, but it's just kind of higgledy-piggledy. Like, what is this little corner? It's just being wasted. There's nothing there. Another thing about this house, though, that I really just don't like is it doesn't have a very good shape. It is kind of awkward, but the first floor is a medium wall height, as you can see, and then the second floor is a tall wall height. I don't at all understand that whatsoever. And then, we have these weird, awkward wraparound porches, and then this just awning that has like nothing on it. It just looks so bland and boring. One thing I really do like about it is it has this kind of hexagonal, kind of octagonal shape here. It's kind of like a turret. It looks really cute, actually. I think that's kind of a fun little part of the, home there. As always, I have a floor plan and a setup already put together and ready to go. The thing we're going to work on most is we are going to get rid of some of this porch, just because what is the point of a wraparound porch right here when there's only one entrance here? Like this just seems to be like too much. There's not enough here. So we're just going to mainly focus on it having a front porch. Downstairs is going to get some adjustments. We're going to add a proper hallway. I'm going to add like a little study. We're going to extend to the kitchen. We're going to make a dining space right here. We're going to do a sunroom. And then upstairs, we're going to try to add another bedroom, of course. Or actually, no, we're not adding another bedroom. We're adding another bathroom because there's 4 bedrooms and 1 bathroom upstairs. So we're going to add a bathroom in this little nook here. I'm really excited, actually. So let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and let's just get started, shall we? As always, we're going to select our sledgehammer tool. Well, first and foremost, we're not even going to do that. We're going to come right here and then make this a medium wall height. Already, that looks so much better, and it doesn't look as awkward. I swear, though, this house definitely needs some help. So we're just going to take our sledgehammer and we're going to strip it back as much as we can. What is that? What are these? What is this? Oh, it's these silly, what do you call them? Paintings. Yeah, we're going to get rid of this and we're getting rid of that. We're getting rid of these porches here too. Well, I think I'm going to keep some of this, but we will rebuild it essentially. But I'm getting rid of the porch because it's just, no. What is this? Is this cork? What? Excuse me. Cork? Why the cork is this here? Okay, like there was no cork anywhere. Is that really cork? It's cork. Why? I don't know. That's just so random. I don't understand that, y'all. This is my favorite part. We're just stripping it all back, cleaning it all up, getting it all taken care of. It just leaves us a nice clean slate to work with. It also just makes the transformation that much more satisfying, honestly, seeing how much is different, but how much is also the same. We got rid of all the landscaping for now. We will go up to bulldoze terrain to get rid of all that, get rid of these pathways. Wow, it looks so awkward right now. Let's just focus on this little spot here. I wanted to extend this porch out 1 tile just like that because I felt like it was just a little bit too narrow. And then right here, I'm just going to use a wall tool to section off this part, and we're going to get rid of this big old section there. We're going to get rid of that. Wow, that looks so weird. I'm just now realizing that there's this big gap right here. Okay, what is going on with this on this day? So I'm thinking, just to make this a little less awkward, we're just gonna extend this. Yeah, that feels better. I don't know what was going on there. And then over here, I think I was going to fill this section in just like so, because I felt like that was a bit of an awkward thing. Because at the end of the day, whenever you're building a house, at the end of the day, when I build a house, I don't like it whenever the top floor is like a completely different shape than the bottom floor. Unless it kind of fits into the shape of the bottom floor, I don't want to do it. Okay, so that kind of helps that a lot. I'm probably going to get rid of the freeze. I might add it back later, but it'll just kind of be in my way right now visually. And then we're going to take our sledgehammer tool. We're going to just delete everything. Say goodbye. Wow, it looks so fun. It looks so satisfying. And then we're going to do it once more. Right down here. Whoop, bada bing, bada boom. She's clear. All right. And then we will go ahead and just strip back all the walls as well, because we're starting purely from scratch. Well, this isn't purely from scratch because, you know, at the end of the day, we're we are actually, wow, can I not delete this trim? Can I not delete the trim? Hello? What is happening? This game sometimes is something else, y'all. I don't understand it sometimes. I'm going to add this just to delete it. Okay, that seems to work. Okay, and then what else? Is there anything else here? There is a couple windows up here. And then the staircase, I'm just going to go and get rid of it too. All right, so that is the shape of the house. Isn't that kind of funny? It's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool too. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to focus on the roofing, because we might have to do some adjustments here and there. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Before we do the roofing, I was actually going to fill this little section right here in, and then we're going to extend this out. Yes, and then we'll go ahead and we'll focus on the floor plan first before we do the roofing. I have ADHD. I tend to want to just skip around. All right, I have to look over at my second screen because I have a floor plan drawn out for this house. If you are a member, you will have seen me do the planning for this in my members only save file planning video. If you want to go check that out, if you want to become a member, that's totally optional though, don't worry. But I'm just going to place down placeholder stuff for now and some lighting, and then we're just going to focus on getting the floor plan kind of situated. It isn't like a hugely drastic change, but it is going to be like a bit more sectioned off because it's very, very open right now. So I think this little section here is going to be a study kind of space. I don't really know if you could call it a study, maybe an office. I'm not sure. I'm going to put like a small bathroom right here. This one will be mainly just like a downstairs, like little powder room, half bath, whatever you want to call it. And then let me get rid of these walls because this is getting adjusted too. And then let's say here, there is going to be a hallway right here. And I want to make sure that the stairs kind of line up with the hallway. We're only going to do a single tile for the staircase. I'm not really a big fan of, oh, can I not place it there? Oh, I have to get rid of these walls. Yeah, we'll place the staircase kind of like the bottom of the staircase is going to line up with the bathroom here. And it's also going to be kind of like along this wall here. It's going to make the living room kind of small if I do that, to be honest. But maybe this is going to be less of a living room and more of a just kind of cozy little den space. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw that out. Yeah, it's going to be kind of small in there, but it's going to be nice and cozy. The hallway is going to be kind of dark, but I'm not really so mad about that, to be honest. It's just a hallway. It's an entrance. Let's go ahead and place down the dining table. I just want to kind of get a gauge for how big this space needs to be, because I kind of like the idea of the dining table being like right here, give or take, or right here. I think that's nice, because then what I'll do, this room is staying pretty much the same size and everything, but I want to make this a like sunroom, and I want to put like a nice big arch. And I feel like that would look kind of nice, you know, seeing into the sunroom while you're eating. That's kind of a nice space for that. And then the kitchen is going to be extended. It's just going to be like this big. It's going to be kind of a it's just a long kitchen. This house is just a kind of a long house. But then right here, this room is going to be split into two. It's going to be like a pantry, I think. Like, I think what I want to do is have this be like a pantry and maybe this be like a laundry room or something, or maybe this is the pantry and this is the laundry room. Yeah, we'll do that. This is laundry, this is pantry, this is kitchen, we have dining space. I think I want to just section off this room right here. Do I want to do like a diagonal? I said that kind of weird. Diagonal. I never do diagonals in my builds, to be perfectly honest, but I feel like this would make sense. And then I could probably pull this back a tile. That's quite nice, actually. I'm here for that. We've got a nice little setup here. This looks pretty good. I think so, at least. It's a bit more sectioned off and a little bit more elongated, like rooms and stuff, but I quite like this now. And then upstairs, we'll go into my floor plans here. So this is where it gets a little simple. So actually, this will just be simplified to that shape. And then there is going to be like a little room right here. This will be a bedroom as well. Oh dear, I have miscalculated some numbers and some widths and some things. So let's adjust this staircase. We'll make it one of those like these. I don't even know what you call them. Not L-shaped. I guess you could say L-shape, but I want to do an L-shaped like staircase right there, because then the entrance will go here, like facing this way. I'm going to put some lights in, but the entrance of the staircase, or I guess the top of the staircase is what you could call it, will be here instead of over this way. So I can properly put like a bathroom right here. And then I think I'll just put a wall there with some railing around this. And then right here is going to be, I think, a bedroom right there, and then we're gonna have another bedroom here, and then I was actually going to put another bathroom just here, but there's more room than I anticipated, so maybe I can actually have there be another room. So we can do like maybe like this kind of situation. We can do another little room here and then another bathroom right there. So there's 2 bathrooms and then there's 5 bedrooms. Okay, that is a lot, but maybe one of them is a guest room. Maybe there's a toddler room. Maybe there's a nursery, you know, kind of thing. All right, so the floor plan is figured out, and I actually was going to go ahead and do the roofing, but this little spot right here, I know looks kind of funny right now, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put in like some roofing right here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this be a little sunroom kind of situation. Now it's only going to be this middle section, I think. We'll see. Oh yes, that's perfect. How does this look whenever I am just like with the fully walls up and everything? Let's kind of look in here and see. That's kind of fun, actually. How does that look? That is kind of fun. And then there's going to be like some windows coming down from it, and like there's gonna be lots of plants. So just wait. You'll see the vibe that I have planned for this. I'm very excited. So I think there is going to be a balcony up here, just because I feel like that fits in with Willow Creek. It fits in with Willow Creek very, very nicely to have balconies like on the second floor as well. It just looks really, really good. And so what I'll do is right up here with the roofing, I'm going to start with just this shape. We're going to go like so. It's going to kind of be a pretty simple design, I think, but with this little octagonal section, it's going to be a little bit, you know, fun and cute too. Let's see, how about we try some dormers? We may have to lift the pitch of the roof just a tiny bit to make these like look halfway decent, but I don't think that'll be a bad thing, because lifting them up will make it look kind of cute, kind of nice. Okay, and then we can go in, I think, with just some little hipped roofs, just because I think that would look the best. We'll lower these down. Maybe not that one, maybe this one instead with the flat back, so I can kind of push it back a little bit farther and then pull it forward. Yeah, does that look cute? Do we like this? Is that a vibe? Is that good? Let's take a look back. It's kind of nice, but it just kind of looks really tall. and really awkward, and it's going to look really long. So that's the part that I'm a little bit unsure about. So maybe instead of this whole setup. Okay, so I did some adjustments just because the roofing was looking a little strange. So what I did was I adjusted this little section because the idea that they had originally here where it was like kind of, sectioned off in a weird way kind of was making sense then. I just kind of mirrored it downstairs. And what I'm going to do now is should I do like this kind of roof? I don't know, y'all. That doesn't look bad necessarily, but it also just doesn't fit in with this area very much, but we might be able to make it work. So I'm trying something with the hipped roofs. I'm gonna have to experiment with this for a little bit because this house is such a specific shape, and so I'm gonna play around with like this, of course, the octagonal like roofing, because like obviously we have to use that. So yeah, since it's such a unique shape, I think using the hipped roofs are going to be our best bet because we can just kind of fill in the gaps. There's really nothing too complicated with that. And then we'll have to see about maybe like adjusting it accordingly. But honestly, that doesn't look so bad. It's a little bit funky right here. But honestly, maybe we can just put like a chimney or something there. And that kind of helps. I do plan on making this home a little bit on the magical kind of whimsical kind of side. So I think, we can kind of work with that. That actually looks kind of cute, kind of fun. It's a little simple, but I actually really, really like this now. Okay. And then upstairs, should we include the balcony still? I feel like the balcony would look quite nice up here. Maybe what we can do is put the balcony there and then maybe even just like bring this forward. Does that look weird? That kind of does look weird. So instead, how about we do I don't really know how to describe it. Is it a mansard roofing? I don't remember. It was something that we had in, I'm pretty sure, the older Sims games. I'm pretty sure Sims 2 and 3 had them, but just like it was a type of roof shape that like flattened out after a certain length. I can't exactly describe it, but I'm sure it has, that name. But I'm just going to like draw something like that perhaps. Maybe. I don't know if this is going to look good, but we're just gonna, you all are here for the long haul, y'all, because this is gonna be a little bit of a video, I can imagine. Ooh, I think I know exactly what this house needs. Another tower. So I'm thinking maybe like right in this general area. Let's see, maybe like right here. We can do this. We'll make this maybe a medium wall height. And then what we can do, this is the perfect addition. We can just add like a little, little hat to it is what I call it. I'm just going to do like a couple of these. Okay, but that kind of makes it fun. I don't know. I think that's a fun little transformation. And then I'm going to use I forget what this is called. It's just this little wrought iron fence. Oh no, does this not work on platforms like that? No, that's unfortunate. That would look so good right there. So maybe instead, what we can use are some items that I almost never use, honestly. I don't know why, to be honest. There's these, and then there's these. These came with the Get Together expansion pack. They actually look really nice. Yeah, and then we can place those around. There is, I think, these like corner pieces that we can use too. Or do we want to use this? Or do we just want to use these? Ooh, wait a minute, y'all. That looks really good. Why is it not placing that down? Why can I not see that when I go up a floor? What? I'm sorry. Sometimes this game is temperamental, to say the least. Even the lighting looks to be it's changing. I'm just going to place it down using the Alt key the best that I can, because sometimes this game just decides to do whatever it wants. There we go. And then I'm just going to place these down the best that I can. Hopefully they don't disappear. That's cute. And then we'll put them on the corners as well. But yeah, it's going to be like kind of a witchy looking house. And so now I think what I'm going to do is just go through and add this on all of the roof pieces. I really like this black too. It's going to really add to the vibe, I think. I don't know why I don't use these on more homes. Like for real, these are beautiful. And we can just put these like on the ends, just like so. That looks so cute. We can also put one like right on the tip of this one and the tip of that one. Question, do we put some on the four corners? I think we should. How does this look? Is that kind of weird? You know what? I don't think so. Do I want to do like this kind of moment too? I feel like that looks really nice. I don't know if it looks good with the roofing sticking out like there, but I think that looks really fun. Yeah, I think let's see if I can bring that in. Does that look weird? I mean, it does look weird without it too. Maybe it'll look better once we actually put the proper roofing on, but should we like do it on all the corners too? I feel like that would add so much detail. So I might play around with this stuff and we'll meet back in a moment. Okay, so I played around with it a little bit and I'm just going to leave it at this. And then we're going to go in and then do a nice dark black trim on all the roofing first and foremost. Make sure every piece gets trim no matter what. And then we'll go in with a nice dark roofing. And that just immediately brought it to life. Ooh, she is beautiful so far. Love to see that. Okay. And then up here, I mean, there's not really gonna be a way up here, is there? We can kind of pretend maybe, or maybe we can just put some grass or something up here. I kind of want to do that. I think we'll just do maybe this possibly, or should we just do stone? I feel like that's going to stand out way too much. We'll just do maybe this brick. That looks actually so lovely. And then maybe we can put like a little window right up here and pretend that they can climb in and out of it. The foundation, I don't really know what foundation I want to use. I mean, I could just go with the black, honestly, to kind of match the roofing. That might help it kind of feel a bit more cohesive. And then I do want to add in like freezes again. I don't want it to be like an intense freeze like the one that it had before. I want something that is still quite thin. However, I need something to still show up too. So that's going to be kind of it's going to clip in with the roofing. Oh no, that's such a shame. Well, maybe we'll do freezes on just the second floor then, or the first floor. However y'all say it, you know. I want something that maybe is like this one it's from Discover University. I quite like the way that looks actually. Honestly, beautiful. And then for the siding, I wanted to use this. I don't know if I want to go with that color of green, or should we go like, well, that's kind of too dark, like a darker green. Oh, that is gorgina. You know me, I love a lovely dark green. Should I do this just on top and then maybe a brick on the base layer, or should we do all of it in this color? Because honestly, that's kind of a moment, y'all. I love that. And like right next to the Goth's house, it kind of looks good. So I think we're going to go with this. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead. I guess we'll work on the windows and the doors. I was going to use this from the Strangerville game pack. I don't know if I was going to use this one. Hold on. That might look amazing, actually. Just using the Strangerville stuff. Oh my goodness. It contrasts beautifully and it has like a full set. So we know we're going to have everything. We're going to find the columns for this as well. Don't worry, I am planning on adding a proper a proper like back porch too area. Don't worry, we're gonna figure that out too. Oh, this is like not centered, right? I need to make this centered. It's a little bit off center, but honestly, I don't mind that. It's fine, honestly. Ooh, I do mind it now. Oh no, okay. That looks weird. Okay, that doesn't look so bad. Actually, I'm not mad about that. And honestly, what we'll do just to kind of keep it like situated and make it like not as awkward here is I think I'll just do another door right there. How's that? Oh no, it's not centered. I can't do it, y'all. Oh God, it's not symmetrical at all. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out because otherwise I'm gonna be losing my mind. So it is easy to divide it by 3 here, which is good for upstairs, not so good for downstairs. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to open this space up. I'm not really mad about that though, because I feel like that wall was kind of cutting it off awkwardly. And now we can actually place this door here and it's like a nice little, convive a little living space. So I'm not really that mad about it. The vibes of this house house is not going to be closed off and dark and sad. It's going to be kind of dark and cool, but more vintage and, fun, And then right back here, we are going to add a porch. So let me go ahead and do that because I probably should have done that already, but it's not going to be very intense. It's just going to be like a nice little like back porch, I think, just like literally right there. Nothing too crazy. Do I want to add a balcony too? I don't know. There was a balcony there originally, and that would be a good way to kind of include that. So maybe we will do a balcony. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. The roofing, on the other hand, is going to be a different story. But I think just to kind of add some variety, I think what I'll do is instead I will throw down these right here. Why do these look weird? Oh, it's because the frieze. We can just lift these up, but we'll put the frieze down properly right here on this. That's better. And then this can actually be more like a kind of, I guess you could call this like a pergola roof or something. We can put plants there and just make it look nice and, grown in and ivy-like. Something like that looks pretty good, actually. And then I'll just go in with, whatever I can think of. I mean, it's probably going to be something like this one. Oh gosh, it's going to mess with the roofing. Hold on. Something like this is kind of perfect. Just like right there, we'll add more plants and stuff, but that looks really, really nice. Honestly, I think we're on a good track. So the next things that we need to add are the windows of course. And you know what pack we're going to use? The Strangerville pack, of course, because let me tell y'all, Strangerville 8. I'm not a fan of Stranger Things. I'm just going to say that. I'm sorry, but I never liked it. They were kind of trying to play off of that hype by making something, that vibe, but I think they did a better job. Oh, we do need to add this frieze on this room here. Oh gosh, but it clips in with the roofing. Oh no. Let's see. I wonder if I bring this up. Oh, it actually looks okay if we bring up the eaves on this. All right. Honestly, what if we did that with all of it? We should probably do that. Sometimes the building process is very finicky, for me at least. It's a lot of back and forth. It's a lot of figuring things out on the spot, and that can be so stressful, honestly, sometimes. But at the same time, we figured it out. That looks cute. We got these front porches. I love this like pop of that rich wooden tone. I actually think that adds a lot of character to it. And so I think to kind of play with that some more, I think I'm going to use obviously I'm going to use like these swatches on the windows because that will help it work so much better. But we're also going to use like this wood tone on these too. Ooh, that looks so good. I love that like pop. All right, so we're going to of course use the ones with the shutters on the first and the second, or not the first and second floor, but the front of the house. It's a little bit awkward here with these, this wall here. It's a little bit strange. So let's just like bring it in a little bit. It's gonna be a weird floor plan, y'all, but those are sometimes my favorite to furnish. And then of course, I'm trying to think of like where the like key visual spots are. Like obviously right here on this, side of the house, it's visible from the street. You want the nice windows. Oh, and we can place these all around the sunroom, which I think the sunroom, I'm going to do something a little different with the windows. So we'll just kind of leave that blank. That looks gorgina. Oh my goodness. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we just leave these like this because honestly, these are just too pretty. I love this swatch anyways, just because it's, got dark green on it. And it's got a nice wood tone. And honestly, that looks so good. Oh my goodness, it looks so amazing. And then right here, I think I am going to use the same windows yet again because I mean, it's kind of hard not to. They fit so perfectly. Like, love that. Look at that. They fit so well. So on this side of the house, this is the living room, which we probably can just keep using these right here. But for this spot right here for the pantry, I'm just going to use like these right here. I think I'm going to just do like one right there in the middle. I feel like that looks okay. It's a little bit of a big room, so I don't want to like go crazy. And then I don't really know how the placement of the counters are going to be, so I'm just going to kind of place these where it feels right. Let's see, I definitely want to make sure that I don't like put a window like right through that because I hate putting a window where the fence is. It just feels weird. So I think what we'll do is we're going to put a door somewhere here first. Probably this one. I think there is a nice spot. I don't know. I feel like that works. And then I think the kitchen is going to be mostly right here. That's the issue, is where am I going to put the archways? Because I do want to put some archways like that. That looks really good, but I almost feel like I want the archway to be there instead. Just feels a little bit better. And then maybe we can do like the kitchen here possibly, but then again, there's rooms to enter here. Maybe there's just gonna be like a little breakfast table here, and maybe this will just be like a small kitchen. I'll just put that right there. That looks nice. And then this bathroom doesn't have any windows. I don't know if that's gonna look good if I put a window right there. So I think I'm just gonna leave it without windows. I don't know. I feel like it would be weird to put a window there. And then upstairs, we want to try to reflect what we did downstairs, but we're gonna use these windows here, just like where the ones downstairs are placed roughly. To kind of mirror that. That looks so good. Oh, I love that. And then right up here, we'll do the same thing with the windows. We will place them ever so like that. We will do these. Let's see. Maybe we'll just put like one there. Oh, well, this is a balcony though, and we want this to be, you know, accessible. So I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put some doors just along here. You know, maybe this is just like a little balcony for like the two kids here, maybe. Maybe I'll even, I don't know, maybe I can make this room a little bigger or something. I feel like that looks better proportionately. That makes me feel a little bit better. But yeah, we'll just put the door like right there, and then this door here. Let's find some windows for this room. I think I'm just gonna do the same thing. Just put these windows in the same spot. I don't really like putting a lot of windows in my houses sometimes. Oh, that looks weird. Ooh, I'm realizing there's an issue there because I want to mirror these up here, but then this room is going to be a little bit awkward. So maybe we'll make this one tile smaller. That feels a little bit better. It's not going to be perfect. We may have to like bring this in a tile. I know that's going to look a little bit strange though. Oh God, someone help me. I'm getting too nitpicky again. Oh no, I think I'll just have to make this room smaller even still. So it will line up properly. That's better. So we've placed down all the windows and doors. Kind of in love, actually. It's so pretty. It's so good. Can we even tell that this was the same house? I mean, it's been altered quite a bit, but I don't know. That's something about these renovations that I really enjoy, is seeing what I can do with what's already there and add to it, change it a little bit, add my own little flair, if you know. But yeah, we'll add the rest of the doors. Thank goodness. Like, let me tell you what, Strangerville, I'm just going to talk up Strangerville again. Yes, the story is a little, you know, dependent on whether you like that kind of vibe or not. Let me tell you, it's really fun. And plus, like, this pack gave us so many good things. I don't like this because, like, I really want this window here. I hate that it's like clipping into this little bit right here. I might just have to ignore that. I know, I'm sorry. It's going to bug you. It's going to bug me too. Trust me. But I just can't have it be staggering that much. So yeah, we'll do that there. So there's going to be a door here. There's going to be a door there. And then should we do an archway from the kitchen to the sunroom? No. I want the sunroom to kind of be a little bit more quiet and private. So instead of this archway, which is stunning, by the way, like the archways, the doors, everything that came with this pack that's like that Victorian style is stunning. I think we should just use a door, and I think this one is like my favorite one to use inside. Like, look at that. That's absolutely beautiful. I love that so much. That's so perfect. Honestly, let's flip it around. Ooh, she's beautiful. And then upstairs, we need to place the doors there as well. That's going to be pretty easy. Just kind of place them where it feels right. That is a sad little placement, but that's fine. We'll put that door there, put a door there, and we'll put a door there. We can adjust them as needed. I'm thinking I might actually just kind of like redo the placement of the wall there. That feels a little bit better, so it's a little bit more divided. There isn't a window into this bathroom, and I can't have that. Honestly, I don't want that, so we're just going to put a little window right there. Might as well have a window there. It's a little awkward, you know, it's just like a little window there, kind of randomly placed, but there needs at least to be one window in this room. All right, y'all. So we finished the doors, the windows, the everything outside. We're ready to get into the interior. Let's go ahead. We'll focus on doing the wallpapers and the flooring, and then I think we'll jump back out and do some landscaping, which I'm kind of going to do similar, if not the same as we did as it was in the original build, like do like some kind of shapy bits. But then I also want to make sure like I fence off a section back here, and we're going to add like a little garden space, I think. Let's just go ahead and choose the flooring and the wallpaper though, because I just really want to do that. The flooring, I definitely want to use probably this one. It just, but I also, do I want to use something that matches this? I don't know. We can look. I know this from Outdoor Retreat, weirdly enough, works kind of well with it, but it looks to be a little too much. We could also just use something like this, but I don't know. I feel like that's so boring. I want something with texture. This flooring from Paranormal, though, I think this might be the flooring we use. It is the perfect balance between having that dark, rich flooring, but also it's kind of vibrant enough that it works with this. Oh, she's beautiful. She's Grace. She is Miss United States, girl. We're going to put that in the rooms that we know are going to have wood flooring, including like upstairs, these bedrooms here. Actually, one of these is going to be a bathroom. I don't know which one though. Probably this side room here. What flooring do we want to use in the kitchen and the pantry and like the, you know, the tiled rooms? I kind of want to contrast it with something that is on the lighter side, the fresher side. You know, I want the kitchen in this house to feel very light. Ooh, wait a minute. This tiling right here is from For Rent. Wait a minute. Does that look good? I'm just trying to think. I mean, it's beautiful. Honestly, I think I want to use it. It's going to take a little bit of time to place it down because it actually comes with like edges, like that you place down and just rotate. It is kind of amazing, actually. Oh my goodness. How do we like that? I'm kind of in love. So I'm going to place this down in all the rooms. It's going to take me a few. So I'll be back with you in just a moment. Alrighty, so there's the flooring placed down. I'm in love with it. I'm so excited. And then I do want to replace the stairs. I mean, I could keep the green. There's something very fun about them having green stairs because it works with the doors and the windows and like everything really nicely. It's a nice bit of contrast. And then let's see, with a railing upstairs, I definitely want to make sure to add that. It's just going to be this fence again. I kind of want to do like a little moment here. Instead of making it just like the shape of the stairs, we can just draw this. Oh, that is a little bit of a pickle. Ooh, everything is poking through. Oh no, that looks like poo. I'm gonna have to do some work here, clearly, because you know, there's a lot of roof pieces sticking in and out. It's kind of not the vibe, honestly. So I'm gonna, you know, get some stuff worked on here real fast, and I'll meet back with you once again. That's been fixed, and then I'm just gonna delete this little chunk right there. Oh, how cute does that look? The downside is this railing from Strangerville clips into the wall, which is really, really unfortunate. It's not like visible at every angle. It's definitely like a glitch. So I might just have to cover this wall with a dark thing. I don't know. I just really want to use it. It just looks so good. Okay. But it also looks like garbage. I was going to say something else. So yeah. We're just going to have to do that, I guess. I have to put something else down, which is very, very sad times. But you know what? That actually kind of looks nice. This one from the base game looks really, really good. And it has some like little lights on it, which is kind of cute. I know it's probably mainly used for like exterior spaces, but I don't know, it kind of looks nice. Okay, so we chose the flooring. Let's go ahead and we'll pick out some wallpapers as well. Obviously, we're going to be using a lot of vampires, a lot of Realm of Magic. This one in particular really excites me for this room here. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look pretty? These are all different wood tones, like ever so slightly, but they work together really well. So I love that. I love this like sagey green. It's so pretty. This living room, I kind of want to keep that kind of light color vibe. I don't want to use like anything that's like really dark because like a lot of things are already kind of dark. I want to kind of contrast it with light shades. Ooh, this is really pretty. This wallpaper is from the Grange Mudroom kit by Peacemaker. And I know it's a little bit matchy with the green, but like it's kind of amazing. I'm kind of obsessed with that actually. And then the sunroom, I kind of want to match the sunroom. Well, you know what? Let's do something different in the sunroom, y'all. I want something light and fresh and you know, which makes me really want to add different windows in here. Not windows, glass walls because come on, it's a sunroom. You can't just put windows and call it a sunroom. It's gotta be a moment. Maybe we'll just keep it really simple and do like these. Maybe we won't even do like the full like section. Maybe we just do like that. I'm gonna be honest. That looks way too modern for me. Maybe that does look a little bit better actually. I think what we'll do is we'll just make it a sunroom. If we're gonna make it a sunroom, we're gonna go all in. And I think to help this look better, we're gonna add some columns for sure. Does this green column match that green? It does something. We can also use this. Ooh, wait, that looks really good too. You know, I kind of dig it. I'm kind of here for it. I think we're going to go with that. That looks really nice. It looks kind of weird on the inside. Well, no, it doesn't. Okay, y'all. We need to stop like messing around with that because I'm going to get really nitpicky if I don't. Okay, the kitchen wallpaper, I kind of want to keep that really nice and light and fresh. Also, I don't want it to be like, I like that. That looks really pretty actually. It's very plain though. I want there to be some texture and some like wallpaper to it too. Ooh, wait, this is actually so pretty. It's from Vampires. It's kind of batty. That one's even better. Oh, that's actually so nice. And I kind of want the pantry and the laundry to be the same kind of color too. And then we have this little study here, which I honestly don't mind making it a little bit darker. Like this looks so good. It's from Life and Death. That's amazing, actually. I think I'm just going to get rid of this wall here, get rid of this door, because I feel like that just being like one room is a lot better. Okay, wallpaper is picked out for the first floor. Second floor, I'm going to copy this floor here, this wallpaper there. That looks so pretty. The bedrooms are going to be a little bit tricky because there's a bedroom right here, which I don't know, maybe I shouldn't make this a bedroom. Maybe these should just be the bedrooms, because this is like a good like size for a main bedroom and then two smaller bedrooms. And then, you know, there's two bathrooms. Maybe this can be an ensuite bathroom instead. And then this is just like a little study or something. I'm thinking I like that. What if I take this fence here and I kind of do something like this? This can be like a little study space or something. Maybe up here, maybe they put just other things, but then you can look downstairs into the sunroom and it's all one big space. In fact, let's go wild and we can place down something like this in here. We'll put a little tile of dirt just like there. And then what if we put a fun tree or something? I don't know if that's gonna look good. A little bit of bamboo. Oh, but is she kind of cool? But then if if I do that, I'm gonna have to do this. Hold on, hold the phone, y'all. We're doing all the experimenting today, okay? We're doing this experimenting stuff because then what we'll do is we're gonna do that. Oh, wait a minute. Why is that kind of a moment? Why is she speaking to me so clearly? Okay, I love that. Is it a little bit extra? Yes, but that's the point. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. So I think just to kind of keep it cohesive, I'm going to use the same wallpaper in this floor. Isn't that so beautiful? I love that. And then so we've got 3 bedrooms here. I think what we'll do is I'll pick out the wallpapers when we get to those rooms because we have to match the furnishing and stuff. And this bathroom here, I'm not really sure what I want to do with it yet. I think I might just keep it really simple and just use something like this maybe. We finished picking out the wallpapers, the flooring, the roofing, the works. It's a beautiful home. I'm really obsessed with it. It has so much character. And I think this exterior flooring right here should be the one from Spooky Stuff because it blends in with like the black accents and everything, but it also has some texture. And then we'll just use the get together staircases right here. Oh, that's so perfect right here. Gorgina. And then we'll go in and we'll add in the railing here. And then now we need to figure out the back garden space. I'm just going to fence off a back garden space and then just kind of make a nice little garden here. I went ahead and placed down this fence from Strangerville right here. I thought that was a nice amount of space for like a garden space. Like there's probably a little bit of something here, but then the main part is going to be right here. There's like an entrance, pathways. We'll do that in a second, but the landscaping portion is just going to be kind of similar to what it was before. Just these kind of round shapes where it's just filled with lots of beautiful plants. And then we're going to do probably something similar here, but we do need to take into consideration the entrance to the garden. We'll do it like to this side here, and then right here we'll do that. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of do a little bit of a shape here. Nothing too intense, just because I want to like leave this kind of open for like passageways and stuff, right? That's actually kind of amazing. And I don't think that's too much landscaping. That feels really nice. I think before we do anything though, we're going to place down some rocks. Do I want to use like black rocks? Oh, that looks really nice. There's also these. These look really good too. These are from that Nature's Calling event. Black does look amazing, and it will work with that very nicely. So I think I'm just going to take some time, and I'm going to place every one of these little rock pieces down, and I'll meet back with you in a moment. Alrighty. I placed down all of the rocks that I wanted to do around these like little blobby bits is what I'm calling them right now. And I think what I'll do as well is I'm going to find some kind of like, terrain paint, probably something, in the dirt and sand category, and just something that would go around like the edge, something that would add a little bit of texture and dimension, something pebbly even. Ooh, the one from Outdoor Retreat, which it will look different in your game. Just an FYI. I have a terrain mod installed in my game. It's just something that goes right in your mods folder. It's linked in the description. It just makes it look a lot more realistic and textured. After a very long time of playing The Sims, that's really the only bit of CC that I like using in my game is that. And to be honest with you, I really like it. But the good news is that if I upload a build with it, it doesn't mark it with having custom content. So that's what I really like about it. Okay, I feel like that really does a lot. So I think what we'll do is we'll find some like centerpieces. Like I really want there to be like something right here, like a tree or something, but I want it to have like a vibe, I don't want it to just be like a tree that you would see around. I want it to have some character. Ooh, this dogwood tree is very pretty. And I really like how that sits there. It doesn't like take up too much space. I love that. And then there's also like a version where there's more flowers on it. I adore that actually. And I think we're going to use that because it just adds so much life. Like, oh, look at the flowers. They're just so pretty. On second thought, I think what I'll do is I'll set these aside. I might add them another time. But first thing I want to do is just kind of find something that goes against the house really nicely. We're of course going to be putting lavender in this build. How can I not? I mean, I might as well just go ahead and place it down so I don't forget. But I think we will add maybe these like really big bushes. Oh, that looks so pretty. Well, make sure they're not clipping into the house. Don't worry. I know that kind of bugs some people when I do that by accident. It bugs me too. Don't worry. I think we'll do that. And then maybe I will like do some different sizes possibly. That adds in a ton of foliage, One thing I've learned about my landscaping style that I think makes sense is that I like to put like the taller stuff near the house and then kind of fade it out as it goes farther away. And what I like to do is place down everything that is close, and then I'll go in with some, like kind of ground coverage. This is from Enchanted by Nature. It doesn't have any flowers on it, and I'm honestly so obsessed with it. I feel like this would look so good around the border, particularly because I really don't want to leave any dirt showing like significantly. I want it to feel very, very covered. That looks so good. It's a little bit repetitive, but I really like it. I think it's very, very pretty. And then we'll of course put the lavender in. I'm going to try to like place that down where it feels correct. I definitely like it around the edge for the most part. That looks so pretty. We'll definitely put it in the corners too, like near the front. Imagine just how this area smells. And then we'll also go in with some flowers. Ooh, and also some ferns. I saw ferns earlier. I thought these were really pretty. These are from the Vampire game pack. I don't know if I like that. It just looks a little gray. I want like some really nice big, ferns fill in the little gaps here. What if instead of doing the same fern, We do like just a few like larger ferns here and there. And then we do like some smaller ferns as well. So it's not just like, you know, all these large ones. It's a nice little bit of variety here and there. I need to like fill in something right here. So, I mean, I guess I could just put another one of these really big bushes like right there. I feel like putting that near the house honestly would be probably kind of nice because it would block a lot of the sound from maybe the street around possibly. That looks okay, but I feel like there's just like one too many there. That's a little bit better. And then I want to add in some flowers. Obviously, we're going to want to add in some purple flowers. So I want some flowers that are really going to like fill up the space. Oh, these are so beautiful. The ones that came with Enchanted by Nature are really calling to me right now. Maybe we can add some like statues and stuff in this bit of landscaping. We can like, you know, use the like little low-lying like shrub here and like kind of go against the house, fill in all the gaps. I do want to add like a tree, but I kind of want it to be like some of these or maybe just these like cypress trees. I feel like these are going to look the best just because they are going to add some vertical, you know, shape-age. I don't really know how you would say it, but they just add a little bit of, I don't know, shape. I don't know how else to word it, but you know what I mean, right? All right, and then I think we're just going to fill in the rest of this with more flowers and, you know, plants and stuff, you know. Oh my goodness, these are gorgeous. These are alliums that came with the Enchanted by Nature pack. These are just like live edit plants. The purple is everything to me. Purple flowers are my favorite, without question. I think they're the most beautiful. I don't use them in Animal Crossing because I don't have them yet. Let me tell you what, that's so difficult to do without wanting to, you know, use treasure islands and stuff. Like, my goodness, I need help breeding the dang purple flowers. But yeah, I'm just going to do a lot of purple flowers just because honestly, it just looks so pretty. Ooh, these hollyhocks. Oh my gosh. I used to use these all the time back in the day because, you know, we didn't have the live edit plants yet. And so there wasn't like a ton of like really colorful, like vertical flowers. And these are so pretty. Also, the colors are just like crazy. I know that I'm enlarging them and they're kind of gigantic, but like, can we talk about that though? It's so pretty. So I think the last thing I want to do is maybe right here we can put a little pond. So I'm going to use the terrain manipulation tool. We're going to use like a smaller brush size. We're just going to lower it ever so slightly. This will probably be a little bit fiddly because it's something I'm not like super versed with. Ooh, that's probably a little too much, but we'll just smooth it just like right here maybe. And then we'll do the water tool and then we'll just add it to like right there, maybe like right here. It doesn't look that great. It's kind of small. Give me some tips for using this thing, y'all, because I need it, honestly. But I think I'm just going to go in and just maybe surround it with more of those rocks that I used on the border here. I feel like that would help a lot. I almost feel like that's what they're made for because like they're small enough to fit really, really well. That looks okay, I guess. And then let's see, we'll go to the water tool. I wonder if we can add this. Yes, we can. We'll do like this kind of thing there. That's kind of nice. It's not a lot, but it's something. And let's see, I guess we can just put like some of these like fireflies. This is meant to be put in ponds, but I'm going to put them everywhere in this garden. Ooh, and some dragonflies. We'll just do a couple of those. Oh my goodness, I love those. I forget about these all the time. There's even an alligator one. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we'll just put some like reeds here too. Just like a couple, you know, nothing too crazy. That's kind of a cute little addition. I almost feel like we need like a fountain or something too. I think this would go here so beautifully. Just this little fish. That's adorable. Okay, I'm loving the landscaping. I think that is perfect. I'm obsessed with the landscaping. Now we need to go in and we need to just kind of make some pathing and stuff and then work on the garden space as well. I really like this terracotta tiling, but I kind of want to like match this that's going on over here just a little bit. So we do have some things that are kind of similar. They're not as nice looking. Ooh, that isn't going to work though because it's 3 tiles wide, unfortunately. Maybe we'll just do this nice brick. Maybe this brick. I tend to use it all the time for these kinds of builds, but like that's so nice. Maybe we should just go in and add some trees. I feel like that would be a more of a natural divider. There were these like wetland trees. Ooh, that one fits there so beautifully, just right there. It's like above this like pathway too. It looks like they've like trimmed it right here to keep it from being in people's way, and it doesn't like hit the house. That's very pretty actually. I love that. I'm thinking we'll actually add a couple more because it's just, oh, it's so perfect. We'll put one right there too. Should we put it a little bit farther away? Like right here? No, we'll just put it like right there. That's nice. That can be like a little bit of a divider so that this section is like separate from that. Let's see, what other trees? Ooh, we got those like pink trees. Those are gonna be so pretty. Yes. Okay, but like, can we talk about how incredible this tree looks? It is so beautiful. I honestly want to put that there instead because it's like the same thing, but purple. Oh my God. Is that too much? Probably, but I don't care. I love it. And I think maybe we can put, after all, a couple of these little trees here just so that there's, you know, some more trees just around. I don't really know where to put them. Probably just one right there. And then there is this fence gate right here, but I think I'm not going to have it there. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. And then, ooh, the entrance to this is right here and the tree's in the way. Maybe we won't put a big tree right there. I feel like that's a little too much. That's better. Yeah, that feels good. So I've done a few things, okay? I had some issues pop up with the terrain paint disappearing and I had to redo it. So there's just a lot of higgledy-piggledy nonsense in my footage. So I'm just going to explain to you what I did. I added a hedge around the fence, and then I just placed down some of these little flower boxes, or not flower boxes, garden boxes along the back here, and then that was really it. Oh, and I added a little cutie patootie little swing set. Honestly, I love that so much. I'm just gonna put that there. I may put a couple of other things, but they're gonna have like a nice little garden space here, and then this can just be like a hangout area, I guess. I think we're gonna hearken a little bit to Practical Magic, just a bit, and I want to place down like a umbrella like table back here. I just want one that looks good, and we don't really have one. I want one that's like this size too, but we do have some tables that have like no umbrella, of course, that are those like 6-seater like round tables, and I feel like we can maybe use one of those and then find like an umbrella. Hopefully there's like a live edit object, or maybe we can use this. I mean, that's kind of a lot. I found one. This one comes with cats and dogs. Let's remember that, cats and dogs. And we can just place it just like that. It does provide shadow, but your Sims aren't gonna, you know, be bothered by it. That's so cute. And we can use it with any table too. I think that's perfect for this space. And then I will just surround this with some kind of chair that would look good with it. How can we not use like these ones from Paranormal? These look so pretty back here. I always want to put a grill. I don't know if every Sim family will use a grill, but I feel like I have to put one, right? Or how about we put a cauldron? Honestly, I just search cauldron instead of having to actually like look for it, and then I'll just place it right there, maybe a little bit off center there. Yeah. And then I love this version where it's kind of rusty. Yeah, they have like a thing out here. Is there anything else I really want to put out here? I feel like there could stand to be some decor and some other things, but I may add those at the end, like off camera or something. And then right back here, I just want to go in with some of these live edit rock like stepping stones, and just from here, and I just want to kind of do like a bit of a path that leads to here kind of roughly. And I'm just going to try to, you know, mix up the shapes a little bit, do something a little bit more shapy. I don't know how to word it anymore. It's going to look a little weird because the terrain isn't fully flat, but hey, it's all about the vibes, right? That kind of works. However, I feel like there needs to be some adjustments right here. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll just use some more terrain paint, probably this like gravelly stuff here, and just like lightly go underneath it, just very, very lightly. And honestly, we could even use not move objects, but the tool mod to place one more just like right there. It kind of glitches into the ground, and unfortunately, but that kind of works a little bit. I don't know, y'all. I think it's time for us to move on to the interior actually, because we've been working on this exterior for so so stinking long. Before we do though, I think we should add maybe some plants out here and maybe like somewhere else to sit. It's looking kind of empty. Okay, I did add a little bit of lights from Life and Death, and I think that's all I really want to do. I added some plants around, a couple benches, but I don't know, I kind of like how simple and clean and spacious this is. I'll probably go in later towards the end or like by myself and add some more decor, but without further ado, let's go ahead and move on to the interior. Let's start with the kitchen, of course, because I feel like we got to. And there's two different counters. I think I'm going to use the one from For Rent just because it has a vibe that looks really good. And I don't know, we're not going with like a super Victorian vibe here. You know, I feel like that's a good amount of space actually for a kitchen. I'm going to put the refrigerator here. We're going to use this older one. I love this one. It's like a Smeg. It fits so perfectly with the colors in here too. And then I'm going to do like a little corner cabinet there. I never really use those all that much. Move this over just a little bit so there's not that much of a gap because it looks weird over here on this end. I love that. And you can see there's like a little cutting board there. That's very, very cute. I think I'm going to include a little bar here as well. And we'll just do like something like this possibly. Should I do just like a small one? Maybe something like this. That looks nice. I'm really wanting to swap this around because I just feel like the door being right there in the way of the kitchen just feels off. And I feel like this is more of like a walking area, and this is more of like the proper kitchen area. So that also just makes me want to make the kitchen bigger. And I think that looks so much better. We'll do something like this and then put like the corner piece, another one right here. And I want to put the sink maybe like right here on this wall. Yeah, I kind of want to like do something a little different over here. Like, ooh, I have an idea. So what we can do is let's find the windows from Strangerville again, and we can put them on the edges just like this. Hear me out. But we can put maybe right here a like big stove kind of moment. I remember back in the day, we used to do this all the time in the Sims community. We would do like a double oven moment because that made it look really rich and expensive. Except this time we're going to use these really cheap ones. They're old. And I love that vibe, but hear me out. We will use some kind of brick on this like section right here, I think. I want it to be brick that looks a little bit worn. Probably the ones from Vampires is going to be the best. We'll do like this lighter color. That's so pretty. And then maybe here we can just build like a fireplace. What is it called? A chimney. Yeah, something like that looks super cute. And then we'll just surround it with some half walls as well. And I think I'll just match the brick on the outside to the foundation right here because I feel like that just looks good. Maybe not. Maybe not that. I'll use this brick there. That looks kind of nice. That looks the closest, honestly. Okay, that's kind of fun. I mean, we could even just like fake it and put a fireplace in here. Okay, but like, why do I really like that idea now? That looks so fun. You know, maybe they did install, you know, they do have a stove here. You know, we'll just put it like right here for functionality purposes, but maybe we can say that they use that for their like brewing, you know. Nice copper sink. We're gonna have to do this. I'm so sorry. It's gonna be weird and awkward cutting it off that way, but it just makes sense to put that there. And I think what I'll do is I'll just put like some kind of skinny table right in the middle, maybe like this one. This is the little table from the what is it called, the Cats and Dogs expansion pack. It's just a nice little like trestle table here, and then we'll put just some random kitchen items on this. This can be like a little bottle of something or other. Definitely gonna put lots of these plants drying. Oh my god, on either side, just one on either side. How does that look? Something like that. There we go. I love that. That looks so pretty. And then we do need some cabinets, but I don't want to put too many. Let's see, where are they? Where's the for rent ones? It's this one right here. We can just put like a couple here, but that's kind of cute. And I think we can put another one right here maybe. I don't know. I think we should do something like this. I'm having to use the tool mod to lower this because it is just being so finicky. Don't look at this too close. You'll see a clear difference, but I did that there. That looks kind of nice. I hope I don't have to do it again over here. It doesn't look like it. Yes, it does. Oh, it doesn't look like it. Good. I'm just going to put like a single window here so that I can do like that. That looks so cute. We'll do something like that. And then we'll put one just right above here. That's kind of the kitchen. I'm going to go in and add some decor and meet back with you in a moment. Okay, what do we think of this kitchen? I think it's very cute. I added just a bunch of clutter and just like some random appliances. I think this looks good. It's honestly just the right amount of clutter. I'm going to add one of these lights in here just because the vibes. I feel like though it's not bright enough. I feel like this wall looks a little weird. I think maybe we should add like a proper like range hood or something here. Looks so weird. We're going to put it right here instead. We're going to do that. Oh God, I don't like that either. Okay, maybe we got to get rid of these corner windows. As much as I don't want to, I'm going to have to because it just ain't going to work. Okay, so what do we think? I think this kitchen looks really good. I did replace some of the cabinets and like move them around a little bit because it just wasn't really working for me. I also placed down a few appliances and these two rugs. I do want to add a little breakfast table right here. That would be a really nice little touch. We're going to use the table that came with the movie hangout stuff pack. This one right here, and it's going to just be that swatch. I mean, what other one would I use? It's so perfect. I think I'm going to use this chair with the yellow. I think that looks really cute. And then I think right here on this wall we should do some kind of like hutch storage cabinet, something like either this one's nice, that one's kind of cute too. This one's from Cozy Bistro. Ooh, I really like the way that one looks there. That's very cute, and it looks like there's some room for some clutter that we can also add as well. Ooh, this looks really cute. It's got coffee beans on it. Ooh, this little crystal ball here. It's a nice little touch. Why not? And then we should put some like candles and stuff on the little dining table there. Actually, this one from Life and Death looks so pretty. I love the look, like the wax dripping down. And then we should put like a rug in here too. This one looks really nice. I don't know if I like the blue or the green or the purple. Ooh, the purple is kind of a nice little mix of color. Some kind of sconce should go in here. I think these look really nice. I'm just gonna put like some like that. I want to put a broom right here. It's a perfect little thing for, you know, some clutter there. Ooh, we should also put in a trash can. That's pretty important. So yeah, we'll put the broom right there, and then we'll put a trash can right there. Also going to put this little macrame decorative item here. I feel like this will look really good here. It looks so cute. It kind of works with the style, but there's the kitchen. It's pretty simple, but I love the kitchen. The next room we are going to be working on is the dining room, of course. I kind of want to use this table from my wedding stories. I feel like that honestly is kind of perfect. And I kind of want to use the Realm of Magic chairs. Are they kind of a little bit ridiculous? But yes, but they work really nicely, mainly because this wood right here, they kind of complement that really well. I really like that swatch a lot. That looks so pretty. I've never really used it. I think that kind of works very nicely. And then we should put like a nice big rug in here. This one from Life and Death is kind of perfect. It's covering up the beautiful griffin here, of course, but I think it's such a beautiful rug. And then I think just right here, I want to put just kind of like, you know, either a bookshelf or one of those like kind of display kind of cabinet things. Ooh, this one from Life and Death is kind of perfect. Can you tell I really enjoyed the content that came with Life and Death? And I'm just going to put a few little decorative items here. There's not really a whole lot that we can put in these because the slots are only allowing me to place smaller items, but you know, maybe some of these bottles of wine, I don't know, and just some other random bits and bobs. I don't know, the bottles of wine kind of stand out awkwardly to me now. We'll put just like a little plant here, something like that. Ooh, this lamp might be kind of perfect. We'll shrink it down once. That's really cute there. Oh, what about a clock? I feel like a little clock would go so perfectly right there. Yeah, that's so cute. I love that actually. Perfect little thing there. We need to pick out some curtains for in here too. Honestly, we want them to not block too much light. I feel like the ones from Enchanted by Nature are kind of perfect. The colors on them are nice. It's just this part is like wooden. I want it to make sense. That looks kind of pretty. I don't know if I like this shade with this shade though. That one looks a little bit better just because the yellow kind of helps it. That looks kind of nice. We just need some kind of artwork for this room. Ooh, this one from Enchanted by Nature is kind of cute. I kind of love that actually. Honestly, just the regular swatch, the default swatch is really fun. Ooh, that kind of looks nice. A nice darker wood to kind of help, I don't know, contrast a little bit in here. And then I'll find a nice lamp for this table. I feel like a candelabra would look nice, or like this plant or this light. I feel like the candelabra would look really, really good. We just have to place it with movable objects for some reason. I don't know why. You know, maybe that's a fire hazard, but it's cute, right? And of course, we're gonna place my favorite little plant guy right there. Very cute. And then we just need like a little doodad, little decorative item. This guy's so cute. Oh my goodness. I love him. And then we should put like some candles or something for the centerpiece of the table as well. I mean, it's kind of hard not to use the life and death ones. I just really like these candles. They look so pretty. Like they have some good texture on them. I think that looks pretty good. And then maybe we should put a couple big plants and maybe a lamp or something over here on this corner. No, we're gonna put sconces. We definitely have to put those first. I definitely want to put them like right here, just like that. Also, you know, line them up here as well. Does that look right? It's so hard for me to tell sometimes. And then we should just put some big plants in the corners here. Oh, I like these. These look very nice. It's like a nice little entrance into the like sunroom area. It's like a little kind of introduction. I love this light from Cats and Dogs. That looks so fun. I did 3 of them and then shrunk 2 of them down. Very cute. I really like that a lot. Oh my God, look at that. Is that a little too much? Probably, but I love it. All right, let's work on this little sunroom. But yeah, in this room, I was gonna put like planter boxes, but they have all this space outside. And so I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of make this a nice like chill hangout space. Like, you know, they don't really have a den or anything, like a informal living space. So we're just gonna make this more of like, you know, a chill like hangout space. Oh, I like this couch right here from Horse Ranch. I love that a lot. There's gonna be like a sitting area here. Maybe there'll be like a little chess board area here. I feel like that would be very nice. This one from City Living is perfect because it just has some character to it. It doesn't just look boring. And then for the chairs, I kind of just want to use these from Laundry Day. I do adore those. And then maybe over here can be just like a big bookshelf or something. Ooh, this one from Realm of Magic is literally perfect. It matches the wallpaper very, very nicely. Let's put like a chest or something over here. What is it used for? I have no idea, but it just looks magical. And then we'll put a light here in the corner, I think. Just a nice lamp. Ooh, this one though. This one is so pretty. I'm trying to use swatches of items that I'm just like, I don't normally gravitate towards because I don't know. I'm working on my Forever Save file, and it's kind of nice to have that variety with these builds so that every build doesn't look exactly the same. Should we put a radio in here? I think so. Ooh, this one from that one kit that I don't remember the name of is very cute. I actually really, really like it a lot. Ooh, there's like a tealy kind of green swatch. That's kind of cute. All right, and then they definitely need like a little coffee table here. Should I just use like this little copper light here? I mean, I feel like that's just perfect. I love that. The copper just stands out. And then we should probably put a lot of plants in here. It's a sunroom, so plants are going to be everywhere, okay? I'm not going to put any live plants. Don't worry. If you're an Enchanted by Nature owner, don't you worry one bit. I'm not going to put those live plants because they're kind of cursed because, at least for me, they always die in my game because my Sims aren't really that focused on them. So let's see, we'll put some more over here. Ooh, I really like this one. I haven't used it in a while. That's very cute. It's from Eco Lifestyle. Ooh, this plant's kind of nice. Ooh, that's very pretty actually. I love that. It's a little citrus tree. Libation imbibed with citrus. Oh, please tell me you know the reference. If not, that's okay. but if you do, you know what I mean. I want like a nice tall plant here. Like it doesn't need to be like really, really tall, but I would like something like this one. This one's so pretty. I love that plant. Ooh, this one from Jungle Adventure would be really nice in here. Something like that. That's so cute. Okay, love this space. Definitely want to add some books on this coffee table here. Ooh, this one right here looks like they're reading it. That's very cute. Oh, and then maybe like just like a mug or something here. This one has like little flowers on it. It's very cute. I don't know. I want this to look like they're just kind of chilling in here. They're kind of having like a calm morning or something, you know, reading. That's nice and simple. Now, part of me doesn't want this. Part of me wants like a nice tall bushy plant. I wonder if I can find something. I'm actually going to look once again and see if there's something that will work. I didn't find anything, but this one is really cute. Do we like that? I don't know. I kind of do. It's not very tall. Like it's not the height that I want it. Like I would love for there to be a tree, but I know that's kind of unrealistic. So maybe instead up here, we'll just put like a really cool like light fixture that kind of hangs kind of low. I mean, there is this one from Realm of Magic that fits beautifully. It doesn't exactly reach downstairs, but it is kind of the vibe, honestly. I think we should add maybe like a couple little pots of plant pots or something in here. I think having just a few would be kind of nice. Like maybe just put like, we'll just put like 2 right here. And then maybe we will put some of these so that if you have Enchanted by Nature, then you will at least have the option of live plants maybe. Actually, we'll place them kind of like scattered, you know. I don't know. If you move into this house, you can change this. But yeah, I think it's very cute. Kind of want to put another little candle right there. That looks beautiful. It's very simple, but I really enjoy that little space. I would definitely come in here every single day and have a cup of tea or coffee. That's oof. Let's start working on this little laundry space here. I think I'm just gonna go probably with something, you know, that kind of just makes sense for the space. I feel like these are kind of the perfect shade. And then I'm keeping it really, really simple in here, like so incredibly simple. In fact, I low-key want to put these like right here in the middle maybe, and then maybe have like a little counter on the side here. Okay, I put these over here, and then this is actually not a table. This is just 2 end pieces for counters. Isn't that so cute? I actually want to use that for like hallways and stuff. I'm going to do that, but it's just, I don't really know how to do laundry rooms in this game because honestly, they're just kind of there, you know? They're just kind of rooms that are, you know, kind of decorative for the most part because my Sims ain't going to be doing this. Let's be honest. That's just the truth. I'll just put, you know, the usual like detergent bottles here, put a little bucket of cleaning supplies there. And I think there is an item. I'm not sure which pack it came with. I'm pretty sure it did not come with Laundry Day, but it came with Parenthood. It is a little basket, like a rolling laundry basket. And I always like putting this in these spaces because I can imagine them rolling it around the house, collecting all the laundry and then, you know, tossing it in. That's very cute. That looks realistic, you know, it's simple. Put another broom here because why not? Actually, let's put it on this wall because I feel like it needs something there. And then we'll put like this little drying rack here. I don't know. Sure, we'll put that right there. And then I don't think we need a rug in here really, to be honest. Maybe just some really nice simple curtains. Actually, these are just simple enough. You know, very basic curtains, but they do the job. They cover the window. That's all they need it for. Should I put more cabinets over here and some more decorative items? Yes. Something I don't want to forget is a vacuum. I feel like that would make it look so realistic if I, you know, included a vacuum in here. I'm just going to put in some cabinets. We're just going to do more of these cabinets that I put on the other side. I think we'll do something like that maybe. I don't know. Just a cute little laundry room. Nothing too fancy. We'll just put a normal light in there too. Yeah, I like that. And then this is going to be like a little pantry area. I'll be honest, y'all. It's not really like gonna be like a functional space. It's really just gonna be like a decorative room. In fact, I kind of want to change the wallpaper in here to something that's a lot simpler. Maybe something like this looks a little bit better. Yeah, I quite like that. And then I'm gonna just literally fill it full of cabinets and shelves, and that's really it, to be honest. I've been really liking these today for some reason. They just look so good. Do kind of a moment like that. And then maybe we'll do like a corner moment here. This is just a room for extra cabinetry and storage. And then, we'll just put like the matching countertop right there as well. And then we'll just put some decorative little clutter items. Maybe they keep like old appliances in here. Like, oh yeah, we can put like the ice cream maker in here and stuff. We'll do like the ice cream maker, this like hot pot thing. We'll put a kettle in here. Like, they just throw in a lot of things in here that they don't like have out all the time. We'll put a mixer in here, the waffle maker, the tea set. It's literally a storage room for all of these extra appliances that they really like. And the cool thing is, it's obviously like for storytelling purposes, it's like, oh yeah, they go in there and get it out when they need it, but it's actually still accessible and functional in here. I'll just put like any old rug in here. So there's the pantry and the laundry room done. We got kitchen, living, hangout area, dining space done. Let's move on to this living room. This living room is actually going to be more of a formal living room. So it's not going to really have a lot in here. It's going to be pretty plain and like not overly decorated because this is like the nice space, Should I include a fireplace? I mean, what kind of question is that? I feel like this one is very cute, actually. It's not like over dramatic. I like it. I think we'll just put like a nice big portrait above this. I always love using this one. Lady Mimsy. Lady Mimsy is an icon. Okay, I know I said it was in more of a formal living space, but I'm in love with this red. It just looks so good. I'm going to add a bookshelf right here. And I think this one from I think it's Discovery University would look very good because there's this swatch that looks really, really nice. I kind of want there to be like a radio in here too, just because I feel like that would be nice for entertainment. Ooh, I feel like this would look really, really nice somewhere. This is like from Get Famous. I feel like that looks so good because like it has that like really pretty, like warm, like orangey wood tone. I think right here in the corner, it's perfect there. And then we'll put a chair right here in the corner. Oh, I think I'm going to use these chairs from the base game. Actually, something I always love is this chair. It's from the base game. It's an unlockable item. I really like this swatch. There's brown swatches too that I think would look really good, but there's something about the red that's really just speaking to me for this. I think it's just the curtains. I don't know, maybe the red is a little too much. Yeah, that looks better. I think the perfect thing to put in this corner is a candelabra of some variety. I mean, of course, the one from the base game is pretty iconic looking. The candles look pretty good too. Ooh, I like that little pop of red there. I don't know if I like the layout of this room though. I feel like this needs to go like right here. This needs to go here. This should go here. This should go here. And then maybe put this right here instead. I don't know if I like the candelabras, but I like the placement. Oh, these are beautiful. Oh my goodness. These are so perfect. These are from Vampires. Oh, I love that. They're so nice. I think some like really big, tall plants back here would also look really good. I know it's kind of symmetrical in here, but there's just something about it. It's looking nice, actually. I kind of am not opposed to it. I usually am not really like into symmetry when it comes to my builds, but I don't know. There's just something about the symmetry that's really speaking to me. I wish so badly that these plants did not have shaders issues because they look so good. I'm gonna look past it, but just know I wish they looked better. This coffee table from Paranormal I think will look very nice. I know that red is not exactly the red that's here, but maybe we should go with the teal, perhaps? I don't know. I wish it was darker. Ooh, that is perfect. I adore that. I wish it had the floral design on it, but that color is beautiful. I really like this couch from the Maximalist kit. I don't know if it really fits in here, but I really want it to. I don't like these swatches because I don't really like animal print, but I really enjoy the vibes. I mean, that kind of does work. I think I'm going to go with it. It stands out so much that it kind of makes sense, There's also this rug from the Paranormal stuff pack that I want to use, but I have such a hard time using it. Or do we want to use this rug from the Maximalist kit as well? What is even that called? Decor to the max. I kind of love it. It's kind of ridiculous. I'll put some lovely little candles in here. I really like these from the Businesses and Hobbies pack. And then let's see, I kind of want there to be some like nice candles. Like these are so perfect. These are from Love Struck. I love those. They just sit so perfectly right there. And I kind of want to put that Lady Cordelia bust here. I feel like that would look so cute. I love that. That's very nice. I think on this wall, I would like to maybe put some cabinetry or something. Ooh, this from Vampires. That color is very nice. I just like the idea of putting like some kind of cabinet moment here for like putting away coats and storing shoes and everything, so it doesn't like sit out in the open. I think I like this mirror being here too. And then I think I'm actually going to make this floor to ceiling kind of cabinet moment here, purely because I want to cover up the window kind of clipping in to the wall there. And I think that kind of works. And I do have a mod that adds slots on top of the cabinets here. So I thought that would be kind of perfect as like a little, a little place to kind of like place things, when you walk in. I think that would look really, really cute. I'm probably going to move this over a little bit. And then I need something right here, just like some art. City living always comes through. This art is so perfect for that space there. All right. I think this area is done. This room is complete. I think I'm going to add like maybe a couple more little paintings like over here, like along the wall, just because there is a staircase here. And I feel like that would look really good. I kind of want to add a little like grandfather clock somewhere. I feel like that would look really good in this hallway area right here. Something like this. Oh, that's so perfect. And then should I put like a table here and like have some like decorative items on it? I feel like that one looks kind of nice there. And then we can just put like, a lamp on it or something. Ooh, we definitely should just put candles. Of course, the candles are gorgeous. And I think we just need to add a little plant or some flowers or something like that. I don't know, the weirder, the wackier, the better, I feel like, for this home, because it's very much so a little bit out there. That's kind of cute. I've never really used that before. Why not? And then just a little decorative item. If I could put a stack of books everywhere in this house, then might as well. However, this looks kind of cute there. That's cute. Should I put something here, or should I just put like this here instead? I feel like that looks really good. Now let's just add in some nice lights into this space. That would be perfect. Honestly, I kind of like the idea of keeping it simple. Ooh, these lights right here are very nice. There's a medium height version. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that. And then I'll put the tall version like right in here to match. Right, we've got this room done. It's nice and open right here. I don't know if I should put like a rug there also, maybe at least right here. I kind of like this rug right here. It kind of works pretty well, honestly. That room is pretty much done. I might go in and add some more details later on. I have a bathroom right here, and I'm going to extend it out one tile just because I feel like it should be bigger, and I don't have any windows in it or flooring or anything. Oh my goodness. What do we think of this? I love this combo actually. And it's just a little half bathroom. So, ooh, this looks kind of fun. Ooh, the Realm of Magic toilet. Why is she kind of cute in this bathroom? And then we just need a nice sink right here. Oh, this is very cute. Do I want to use this color? I kind of like that color instead. Ooh, that mirror is so perfect. And I might as well throw in a bathtub. Why not? I said it was going to be a half bath, but we have the space. Let's put a fun bathtub in here. This is from actually Get Famous, but it works so well with the Realm of Magic stuff. And then we just need a really nice little rug in here to, fill out the space. Again, maybe this is the one. This is very, very cute. I like the pink. The red is also a nice color. It kind of works with the wallpaper really well. And then I will put in some plants in here. Maybe a little cabinet too or something. Kind of like this one, honestly, but I don't know. Does that fit? It weirdly does with that exact color, but I don't think I want to put it there. I think I want to scooch this over to the middle, scooch this over, put this here, and then put this right here. Oh, that's so cute. I love that space. And then we'll just add a little curtain. Ooh, this one's kind of looking good too in here. Oh, but the red is so nice. Why am I loving this red kind of peach coral kind of combo with all the copper? I think I might put another mirror in here for decoration instead of like a piece of art. Ooh, this one's kind of pretty. Ooh, I like that a lot actually. And then I'm gonna go in and add these like candles right there. Oh, how lovely. Let's just find a nice overhead light for in here as well. Sometimes it's hard finding lights that I like. This one looks really cool though. That's so fun. It's from Seasons. It's such a weird little light, but it works really well in here, I think. All right, now we just have one more room downstairs. You know, this room can just be maybe like an extra little room. I'll put like a computer and stuff in here. Just, you know, just these people are witches. They don't have use for a computer, I don't think, but at the same time, it's nice to have it because it is The Sims 4. And I feel like you need a computer for literally anything and everything in this game. It's kind of crazy. Ooh, cute little rug. Ooh, I like that even more. Love that vibe actually. And then just maybe a couple bookshelves on either side. I feel like the Realm of Magic ones. Wait, they're pretty. I was going to put the other ones. I was actually thinking of doing the Life and Death ones, but that's really pretty. I never really use them, but that works so well. Ooh, this tapestry looks really nice. Ooh, yes. I do love this one. And then let's see, just some candles, maybe like this little candelabra thingy, this little candle holder. That looks nice. I do want those one books that came with the base game that these. Yeah, these would look so nice right here. Ooh, the red ones are kind of a moment, honestly. And then I'll put this like little ink like well and quill. That's very cute. Okay. I'm not really sure what to put in this corner, to be honest, y'all. Maybe I'll just make this like a little painting corner or something. I can put a bonsai tree here too. I feel like that would be nice. Or maybe they just store their like telescope in here. Let's put the telescope. Yeah. Maybe this is more of a storage room too, you know? Now I'll put an easel like right over there. I can actually look in the artist studio kit and it has a lot of like really cute stuff for that. Let me get like a table or something. I think this right here would look really cute because then I can go in with some decor from that kit as well because we have this and you know me, I always love having that somewhere. And yeah, there's just going to be some, you know, art stuff in here. So maybe it is going to be a little bit more on the cluttered side. I think I'm going to get rid of the tomes and just put this here because I really like the way that looks. Maybe they store this here so they could, you know, leave it up here. Cute. I like that. And then let me just find a curtain for each of these windows. These curtains from Vampires are kind of dark, but they kind of work, honestly. But yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to overdo that room. But yeah, first floor, at least the interior is completely done. I love the vibes already. All right, so I did go ahead and I chose the wallpapers, the lighting for upstairs, as well as I added these instead of the paintings that I had before. I know it looks kind of crazy right now, but I just thought we could, you know, just add different little tarot pictures here just because, you know, why not? There's the perfect opportunity to use them. So I'm just going to kind of choose them at random. So they're all different, which looks really, really cool, I think. And of course, I think I'm going to put another one of those grandfather clocks right there from Life and Death. And then I think a nice painting right here on this wall as well. Maybe this painting. It's very extra and out there, but I kind of love it actually. And then maybe we can just put like a little, you know, accent table beneath it. Yet another accent table with some, you know, clutter on it. That's just kind of my signature, I feel like at this point. I mean, that's just kind of how it is in real life too. I really like this one a lot. It's from Jungle Adventure. We'll put like a little crystal ball there. Maybe we'll do the orange. Yeah. And then we'll do a couple of those candles that we used. They're from the Love Struck pack. Something like that looks pretty cool. And then I also want to put probably another rug here. I feel like this rug is just too small. Ooh, this rug from Vampires looks really good here. I love the purple. I think there's like, ooh, yeah, the bluish kind of color is really nice. So I think we'll use that instead. And then let's go ahead and we'll work on this little kind of sunroom. I don't really think I'm going to put much in here other than just a bunch of bookshelves. Maybe this is kind of like a library kind of thing that they have going on in here. In fact, I don't really want to put a whole lot of stuff in here other than like maybe like this tapestry. We'll do another version of it so we're not using the same one over and over throughout the house. Do I want to put like another little like accent table here yet again? Maybe we'll put a dresser or something here. Something like that looks kind of nice. Ooh, what about these chests? Those add a lot of character up here actually. I kind of love that. And then maybe we can just put some plants and a couple like chairs and stuff up here. This from the, what is it? The movie hangout pack. The wood tone matches everything really, really well. Another one of these plants. This is a very pretty plant from movie hangout as well. And then maybe just some like candelabras or something. Ah, these ones from Realm of Magic would look quite nice in here, I think. Let's go ahead. Why don't we jump on to the main bedroom here? I think I'm going to use the bed from Life and Death. This one, it's so good. It's so pretty. It fits this room so perfectly. I'm just gonna kind of go with a very simple layout. We'll do the Life and Death set there. I think we'll just do a nice like armoire kind of wardrobe kind of situation right here. This one from Vampires is perfect. Let's see, they have an ensuite bathroom here. I think I'm actually going to move the door over just a little bit, and then maybe I'll put another thing right here possibly. I know it's probably kind of hard to see, unfortunately, because I don't really have a lot of lights in here. And then we'll choose like a really nice rug. This one from Life and Death once again. So pretty. You know what? Maybe they don't like any light in their bedroom. It's a very dark bedroom. I'm kind of living for it, honestly. It's very cozy and spooky. I think I'm going to use this painting in here. I feel like that looks so fun too. And then we'll need some nice lights in here. Probably just the candelabras from the vampire game pack would be kind of perfect in here. And I think maybe like in the corner over here, another little candelabra situation. I think I'm going to use these from Realm of Magic once again because they actually look like they have some little flames lit on them. They're kind of, you know, magical in a different way. Ooh, that looks so good. And then we'll put one more right here in this corner as well. And then I think we should put like a nice big mirror right here. I feel like that would be perfect. It doesn't even have to be a big mirror. A little mirror actually kind of looks nice. And I think what would really solidify this room very nicely is like either a chest at the end of the bed here or some kind of like ottoman. I mean, this one from Life and Death is very nice, but it doesn't really match. I think I am going to use a chest instead, because doesn't that look so good? A little chest at the end of the bed. All right, that's kind of a bedroom, you know. There's not really a whole heck and a lot going on in there, but I think I quite like it myself. I don't know, I feel like we need some like flowers or something right here just to kind of fill in the space. I really like those flowers. This looks gray to me right now, but I promise you this is like kind of lavender, like lilac-y kind of purpley color, but it looks so gray in here. I kind of like that. You know, in hindsight, I don't think I do. I don't think I like it, honestly. I kind of want to use this for this room. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a crazy color for a room, but it's very like warm and golden in here. It's kind of dark too. And you know, the more you mismatch the wood tones, honestly, the better. I know I used to be like so into like matching wood tones, but for this kind of home, I feel like it makes sense to mismatch the wood tones for sure. Ooh, this light's kind of neat. I like that. That's kind of cool. And then let's see, I think a desk would look really good right here, actually. Ooh, this is a very neat desk. It's from Realm of Magic. It has like a little blue light right here too. It's so cool because it's not coming from anything. It's just like a light that's there, which I think is so neat. We'll do a nice little chair here, maybe. We'll do this one. That looks really nice. And then I'm thinking just like a little round rug from Life and Death as well. Ooh, that's kind of fun. This looks to be more like a guest room, I feel like. It's very nice though. And then I want to put like a wardrobe or an armoire or something of that variety. Realm of Magic is really coming in handy for this build, not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna move this over a notch so that I can put this in the corner. I think that looks really nice. And then we can put like a lamp on that. Ooh, this looks kind of pretty over here. Ooh, I like that. We want to put a mirror here, but do we want to put like a radio in here? I feel like that's kind of just asking for trouble. I just love this mirror. It's looking so good in here. I think maybe just like a couple of things. Flowers would be perfect, of course. I kind of like the sunflowers. Those look really cute. And what if we did put like a little radio in here so that there's some kind of entertainment for them, like this antique radio. And then we need some wall art and I guess some curtains, of course. I really like this from that. I'm just going to call it the Bella Goth kit. These two items especially, I love so much. And then for the window covering, the curtains, if you will, I wish these ones from Realm of Magic were a little bit nicer. I mean, they do look really pretty. I don't know, maybe we can actually use them in this build, y'all. That's kind of cute. What do we think of this? I quite like this a lot actually. And then, you know, maybe we can put like a little journal in here or something. We'll do like this quill and ink, of course. I think that would look really, really nice. And then the journal right here, the one that I put in almost every single build, that just looks so good right there. And then I guess like a little candle or something would be nice. The one from Love Struck, it'd be perfect right there. Yeah, it's pretty simple, this room here, but it's like a little guest room maybe. We also have this room here as well. I kind of think that maybe this home is something that you can rent out. Maybe it doesn't really have like people living here full time or anything. It's a little guest home or something. I'm not really sure. That would be kind of fun though. There is a blue swatch of this, isn't there? Yes, that's so pretty. That's kind of just what I'm doing, is like theming each room after a color, you know, just so that it kind of stays pretty consistent. We're doing blue for this room, which I think is still very pretty. It's a smaller room, which you would think the bigger room would have a double bed, but whatever, it's fine. I'm going to use the life and death rug in here as well. I'm going to put another dresser, armoire kind of situation in here, something that makes sense. Ooh, we have this from the life and death pack, of course. I think I'm going to move this door till here, and then I'll put a mirror right here as well. Ooh, this one from life and death. Wow, life and death is just like the pack to get, I think. It's got some really good stuff. Ooh, but this one from Crystal Creations is blue. I love that. And then we'll get some nice lamps for the bedside. I want to use the ones from Vampires really badly because I haven't really used them in this build yet. Does the blue look good there? I think it kind of does actually, weirdly enough. And then I am going to add some more of these candles just because I feel like that looks really good throughout. And then for above the bed, I think we need a nice bit of artwork. I kind of just want to put one of these tarot paintings in here. That just looks really, really pretty there. Ooh, a nice clock over here would look kind of cool, I think. We don't really have a lot of clocks in this game, I'm realizing now, to be honest with you. There's not very many at all. This is kind of fun though. I like this one. I'm just gonna put like some kind of statue kind of situation here in the middle. Ooh, I think this would look really good in here. A little boat. Ooh, I kind of like that from Horse Ranch too in there. Why not? Let's pick out the curtains really fast as well. I don't love these curtains from Realm of Magic, but they also do work in here pretty well. We do need some more artwork in here for this wall. Like we gotta have something on this wall. Ooh, this kind of looks fun. It's from Life and Death. Honestly, Life and Death is such a fun pack. It's so like, it's honestly so metal. I love it. All right, so the majority of this is done. We just have these two bathrooms, this little random side room, which I think I'm just gonna make into like another little bedroom. Maybe this can be like a little nursery or something. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. We'll do this red color. I don't know. Let's look at this little crib and see what colors are on here. Should we do black? Let's do solid black in here. Why not? I don't know. I kind of like this from Vampires. I think that looks really good. And how about we put in a carpet in here? I kind of love that idea. That looks really fun. The red is speaking to me. Hold on. Ooh, yes. There's a little changing table right here. We can put like a toy box here. These are all from the Storybook Nursery kit. Ooh, we can use the curtains in here. They're not perfect, but it's fine. I'll put like this bag here. And ooh, we can put this on the wall. This is, oh, that's so cute there. Put like a shelf above this too. Got a rocking chair, which I guess I'll put just like right here underneath the window. Why not? I know it looks kind of weird there, but I love that. And the light in here can be this one. You know, I am actually kind of excited because I plan on doing a little, not a little build, but an Addams Family Manor build, and this is gonna be a perfect kit for that. And then I'm also going to put in that big painting of Vlad because I think that would look perfect in here, weirdly enough. I think that looks kind of neat. This bathroom is like this light green color that I went with earlier, but I think I'm gonna go with something a little bit darker. I really like this tile from that Cozy Bistro kit. And then I think I want to find some kind of like wall tile that sort of matches it. Ooh, this is kind of a fun combination. I don't mind that. This is from Realm of Magic, so it kind of makes sense. Let's see. I think we'll use, which one would look good? Probably this one from Get Together. I kind of like that a lot. And then we just need like the vampires stuff might look really good in here. I know this bathroom is a little bit light, but I don't want it to be super dark. You don't want a bathroom to be super dark. Do a little rug right there. Maybe something like that is cute. I feel like the positioning of everything in here is kind of off. That's better. And then we'll put in a lovely little mirror as well. I kind of want to use this one again. It's kind of pretty. Put a hand towel right there. We need some toilet roll, of course. We'll put that right here. It's a bathroom, so it's got the usuals in it. And then maybe just like a couple of robes hanging up in here. There's something about this bathroom that I'm not really loving. I need a different tile or some kind of something's different. I don't know. I kind of changed it a lot, actually, and I think it looks kind of cool. I think I'm gonna put a mirror here instead of a like cabinet or anything. I think that would look kind of nice. Something like this maybe here. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, and then I just have this little bathroom here, which I don't know. Do I want to keep this color scheme in here? I feel like it would look really, really nice because we don't have a bathroom in this color, and it's like light and fresh and clean. I've been really liking the Realm of Magic toilet in this space today for some reason. I don't know what kind of sink would go in here. Oh, this one looks so good. This one is also from Realm of Magic, so it makes sense that it would work. And there's a Realm of Magic shower. I had no idea, honestly. I feel like I haven't really looked at these items all that much. There is that little bathroom. It's pretty simple. I just added like a few little decorative items, but very bright, little fresh little bathroom at least. We're gonna move on to the porches. For this front porch, I'm keeping it very simple. We're just gonna put like a couple benches out here, and then maybe we'll put some plants out here too. I really like these plants from the Star Wars pack. I know, but like, look at how cool that is. It just stands out so nicely. And then maybe like a nice little welcoming rug can be put out here as well. I think it has to be like the welcome mat, of course. That's very cute. And there's one with pumpkins on it. We have to place that down. This balcony up here is off of the main primary bedroom. So I'm thinking we might do something a little bit nicer out here. I'm thinking maybe on one side we can do just like a little sitting area or something, and then the other side can be like another chessboard maybe. So I think I'm just gonna put, just like a little chess table out here. I don't know, I was trying to find like a bench or something, but nothing really worked. Nothing really like spoke to me, so I don't like that one. It's kind of ugly. We'll just use like this really simple one. And then we'll place down maybe a couple of these chairs, or this, or those are kind of funky. Wait, no, these from Life and Death are way too perfect. There's like a nice little chess area there. And then right here, I think we can just put like some loungers. I didn't think about loungers. Those would look kind of nice. These are kind of modern looking, but they're kind of nice. They kind of work with the colors pretty well. And then I'm thinking maybe just like a little table here with some candles on it. I think I'll put like a telescope out here on this other one here, and maybe just like a little bench or something to sit on. I don't really want to put anything too crazy. I like this. That looks kind of nice. And maybe just like something decorative here on the wall. And then I guess right out here, I think I'm going to put maybe a little eating area. Why not? Just like a little table or something that they can just kind of sit on and, eat at if they want to. I quite like that color. It stands out very nicely. And then maybe we can do like these chairs to match. Ooh, that's kind of fun. All these little hearts are cute. They're from Outdoor Retreat. I think I love that. I kind of want to put a candelabra on each of these as well, just to kind of light it up a little bit. That's really, really nice, actually. And then I think the last thing would be just a nice big plant right here. Why not? These plants, that looks so good there. Love that. Alrighty, y'all, we're done. We are finally finished with this build. We renovated Park Shore. This is a home that came with the Sims 4 base game. It's here in Willow Creek. I did make some changes to the floor plan quite a bit. But, you know, the overall shape is still kind of there roughly. I added on to it. I kind of took away from it here and there. But I am actually pretty proud of this space. It's a little bit randomly furnished in some areas, but I actually think it looks really, really pretty. I don't really want to go through every single room once again, just because it took me a while. But honestly, the standouts are this sunroom here. I love this space. This is chef's kiss, my favorite room in the house, I think. I also really, really do like the dining room. And honestly, this little pinkish reddish bathroom is really cute. We also have this like little officey space I really like. My favorite bedroom might be the blue bedroom. I don't know. It just looks really cute and pretty. Do let me know in the comments what you thought of the video. Do you like this really long format? I know, I don't know how long it's going to be. Needless to say, I've been recording for probably 4 hours. Not all at once, but yeah, it was a lot of, it was a lot. But do let me know in the comments down below what you think of the video and this format and everything. And also, I just want to say a huge, huge thank you to my YouTube members, the Lavender Buds. There's some lavender here on the screen right there. You can see it down there. That's you. You're the buds down there. I just want to say a huge thank you to Carrie Watson, Certifiable Panda, Rachel, Saint Naive, AB, hashtag Pieface Tutor, Austin, Blood XYZ01, Bubbles, The Cozy Cat Lady, Momo Run, Blair Charles, Lindsay Smith, Yaya Rocha, Mark Dixon, and Destiny Wall. Thank you so much for the support here on the channel. If you want to become a YouTube member, you'll get early access to my videos, as well as members exclusive videos as well. I'm doing semi-weekly save file planning content. You get shouted out at the end of the video as well. But yeah, I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who got to this point of the video. If you liked it, please make sure to hit that like button, please. I spent so long on this build. If you are new here, why don't you subscribe? But yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you all so very much for watching. Stay weird, and I'll speak to y'all next time. Bye, y'all.